Kanye West. You know, you asked me if I still stand by him today, and you mentioned his Hitler comment and all that. You know, the thing is, he knows how to get people talking, he knows how to get people thinking. Like, it's the stuff that he talks about was the stuff that I got like cut off from the world for, right? So, but because he's so, it's such a big influence, um, and they can't really silence him. They choose, pieces of what he's saying to make him look shitty, to discredit him, to make you not like him, to make you not even want, to make you not even want to listen to him or like check out his interview or see what he really had to say. They just make you feel negative towards him, you know but if you actually sat through some of the shit and what he talks about, like, you know the honesty in it, and then reflect on your life, like, he's like a fucking living, like, prophet, like, he's I know he's inspired so many people. The effect he's had on my life is insane. So that Hitler comment came up in the interview before too, and I'm not like with I don't believe in the whole race thing. I'm not like a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. I'm very spiritual. I'm not religious. So I have no comment on that. I believe that as a human race, we are all fucking connected by, what we believe is God in the universe, but we're all fucking connected, right? Um, the one thing, yeah, so Hitler said, like, I hate to say the name, you know, but it just popped into my head. I know there's negativity. I feel it when I say it, but um, Hitler said that the story that's repeated the most becomes fact. It doesn't have to be the truth. And that's like a clear tactic, you see used today. Um, you know, we had COVID, right? And it was proven to not be any more harmful than pneumonia or the flu for people that already had underlying health conditions. But they kept repeating and repeating, like, it's death, all the horrible things, that was going to happen if you got it. They, they repeated it so much that it became truth. They brainwashed an entire world into staying home, locking them in their homes. Um, they they fucking Hitlered us. Like, they said, call the cops on the people breaking the 6-person rule or the 6-foot rule. Call the cops on people throwing parties. I had a neighbor fucking uh cops came by, because we were throwing a party a few months into the fucking madness. you know, and it was insane. It was everybody turning on each other, um, you know, the same way that if Hitler said to round up the Jews and people were hiding them, people ratted their neighbors out, you know. It was the same thing, like with enough fear, um, and punishment, you can control the entire world, you know. Um, it's some fucking crazy shit. Um, yeah, it's like the it's like in the Matrix when, you know, Neo's like making his way out of the Matrix, you know, fighting against the Matrix, and then they just take these people, and then their eyes, you know, they start the code starts running through their eyes, and they try to stop them. You know, it's like that. They brainwash so many people into staying home, and then they use those people to continue to fight against the people that didn't want to take it, and eventually everybody got beat or bullied into submission, you know. And you know, the news was on 24/7 with like these numbers telling us, oh yeah, you can go back to you know, we're gonna let you go back to going out and seeing your friends, you know, in 2 weeks. And then they like, oh, look at your COVID numbers, you guys didn't do good, you're being punished, it's gonna be another 2 weeks, you know. And it's like, you have like, it was just fucking insane to me, you know, that because it was a different scenario, right? People couldn't compare it to anything in the past. You know, people are bots. They just spit out the propaganda or whatever. They spit out things that the news said, and, you know, whatever. If you don't watch the news and listen to it, you're going to hear it from somebody else. So that was an insane time, but it was a great time too. Fuck, I got to lock in and really make some changes in my life where now, you know, I don't even need to work a different job. You know, I don't need a job. You know, I'm not working, you know, making music, hitting the studio, or, you know, being in there for like 3 days straight and not sleeping, like however long I want. Like I fucking love doing that shit. And now like I make enough, more than enough. You know, I'm not gonna worry about money ever again, you know. And thanks to COVID, like I got locked in, you know, the house or in the studio, you know. So I don't have any like, I just thought it was crazy, you know, how it was just like a huge experiment to see like how controlled people are and how much they're willing to believe lies if it makes them feel safe, you know, or they're just happy enough with their lives that they don't want that, you know, these crazy changes to happen, or they just want their life back, you know. And you see how powerful these people are. um I mean, there were like some, you know, protests and riots in the streets, and they were put on display, you know. Don't go and do this because we'll fucking beat you into submission. We'll find you all, you know. And they made examples of everybody and everything. It was, you know, doing things that were like, yeah, I can live with it, you know, but you didn't believe in it. Um, thinking that that's, you know, we live in this universe, this consciousness, you know, as humans, we're not going to evolve like any more than this. Like our evolution is gonna be through technology and our minds. You know, the world is so abundant in everything that for anybody to feel like, you know, they can't have everything that they want, you know, is wrong. But you're brainwashed into thinking all these things from when you're a little kid, like, you know. Actually, fuck, I want to go back to the other topic because yes, so during, you know, the lockdowns and everything, they had riots and marches and all that, which they allowed to happen, you know. They put it in the news. They let you know that, hey, if you go out and do this shit, you know, like, um, we're coming, you know, like, we're gonna get you, you know, like, so don't try to, you know, overthrow the government. And then they had us destroying our own neighborhoods and shit like that, like further fucking up the lives of our friends and family. They were dividing us, you know, by race. They were dividing us by beliefs. They're dividing us up by religion, gender, everything, you know, when in reality, we're all just connected, right? Like, but at that time, like, fuck, we were just so bombarded with thoughts and fear and worry of, you know, not getting the virus, thoughts of worrying about money, where's it come from, you know, not working, um and then, you know, what's going on in the world, what's going on in the country. Like we're just constantly bombarded with all these things, all these, our mind is so full, you know, that we don't have time to sit down and actually think for ourselves. So we just regurgitate whatever we see on TV or social media or whatever. We're so conditioned to let other people set our rules and think for us and make decisions for us because we don't want to, for whatever reason, you know. um a lot of people don't like silence because it lets them reflect and, you know, think about their life in a way that maybe they aren't very happy, you know, whatever it is. But so they're happy with being told how to act, what rules to follow, how to react to people who don't follow the rules, how to react to any situation, um, how to, you know, when a celebrity says something or if somebody, your coworker says something, they already told us how to react. You already know how to react to it instead of really feeling it yourself and reacting truthfully and honestly to through the way that you feel, you know? Oh, you want to go live now? Okay, yeah, that's cool, whatever. Um, I'm just letting you know, I know for this interview and everything, you you know, they wanted it scripted and that, so I rehearsed the script that I sent you and everything, but I'm not, yeah, I'm not an actor. I don't do scripts. So this interview, you can end it now if you want, but I don't do scripts. I'm real. I'm me. I'm gonna say what I feel and I think because I'm honest with myself and I'm honest with everybody. I'm honest with you. Um, you know, being true to me, myself, and the people around me is how I got everything I have today. You know, and I fucking love my life. So no, I can't do the script. You can cut it here if you want. You know, but I don't mean to come off at you in a negative way or anything like that. I know that it's not, you know, the intent. It's not my intention. I had nothing but love. You know, I got to talk to you, for a little for this amount of time. You know, um, it lets me like slow down and reevaluate my life, you know, when I get to like talk to somebody instead of just staying in the studio and just fucking working, you know. It's good to just have a moment to like sit, you know, talk, come back to earth for a little bit, um, reflect on myself, reflect on what's going on around me, and make sure like, you know, that I'm still following my blueprint and all that shit. So I appreciate it, man. It's all love. I appreciate you giving me this chance to talk. And um but yeah, so we can try to go through the script. That's all. If you want to. Yeah, let me just grab my drink real quick. Put this fucking who put the straw in my cup. This this never seen that before. This fucking metal straw just fucking hit my tooth. Was that a joke? I mean, whatever. Thanks. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, I know the only post that I had up at the time, I rethought the post though. So like, cause I want to only like show love, you know, like I only want to act out of you know, I just want to attract positive, you know, everything in my life so far has been so positive. I want to keep attracting that. So leakers, 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 whoever you were the last year putting my music out under different names, thank you. Um, thank you, leakers. Uh, you guys kept Presley alive when I had no access. You guys kept Presley alive to the world, you know, which is, I'm thankful for it, you know. So go ahead, leak my music, because that's I just love making the music, you know. Do what you want with it. Um, I'll come back and take it as mine if I want it. You guys know how that shit works. You know, I got my copyrights and shit. But, you know, I have no problem, you know, I have no problem with leakers. I have no problems with impersonators or whatever. I mean, okay, yeah, don't impersonate me, but go ahead, post anything I post, you know? If you want to make a page that like you can make money off of by posting my shit, that's fine. Um, it benefits me too, you know? Um, it's kind of cool to like look and see, you know, read other people's thoughts of me, or like their excitement or what they think of like what I said in a song, you know? So I got no problems with leakers. I got no problems with fan pages. I got no problems with, you know, anything. Um, I'm just gonna keep making the music, you know, and that's it, you know. Uh, follow my blueprint, you know, until that day that, um, you know, the day that the world's ready, you know, everybody's ready to know who Presley is, you know. My purpose is so much bigger than, you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like this is, you know, the seed just breaking the surface. I got so much room to grow and evolve, and I'm constantly growing and evolving. So, you know, I know I'm not far from the big stage and all that shit. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you, leakers. Thank you. thank you. No, for real, like, thank you. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. So, like, after everything we talked about, you're gonna tell me that after everything we talked about, you're all you have to say is everybody says they're gonna be on the big stage. Look, there's only one Presley, and who are you to tell me what I can and can't dream? Um, I'll be totally honest. I can dream whatever the fuck I want, and I've made everything I want so far in life happen. So don't come at me with that. Everybody says they're gonna be the fucking best rapper or whatever. I never said I was gonna be the best rapper, but I am made. My purpose, I'm made for a much bigger life than I have now. And yeah, I'll be on the big stage. So I mean, if it, oof, I don't need the. You know what? Yeah, you know what? I meditate, man. So I'm not mad. You know, but here, just think of it like this. Like, can I move this? No, it's gonna fuck up. Okay. So you had something to say about me being on a big stage. Some smart ass comment. So sorry I got defensive. I appreciate you being somebody I can talk to. I appreciate you being somebody I can um talk about whatever the fuck I want to with, you know. But it's cool. But like I've done a lot of self reflection. So look, it's all cool, man. I'm not mad. Um, I'm not mad. Like my whole life, I've had people tell me, you know, put put barriers of what I can and can't do, what I should and shouldn't do, and I was very clear with what I said I was gonna do, you know, and yeah, sometimes I do let it get to me and it slows me down, but right now I'm like snowballing upward, like I'm growing and moving faster uphill than anything I've done previously, and I've like already seen the end. I've seen the future. I know what the end point is, and I know exactly what I got to do to get there. So just watch, man. You know, and that comment you made, negative thought and doubt towards other people, like maybe you don't think you could do it, and that's why you want to put that on me. But I don't I don't think like that no more. Um, I've seen myself get out of all kinds of situations I thought I'd never make it out of, and like I know my mind can make anything happen. I don't have any doubts of myself, so I'm not gonna let anybody else's doubts creep in. Um, but man, you can have whatever the fuck you want. Like you can be whatever you want. You know, I don't know what your plans are, but man, you could be the biggest name, you know, when it comes to this community, if in the form of interviews or like, you know, like you could be like fucking the you could be like the industry fucking like Anderson Cooper or whoever the fuck like the biggest reporter is, that could be you, doing all the interviews, that could be you, man, like you have to know that it can be, you know there's so much room, you know like everybody should go for everything they want and take it, everything that's given to you, um I'm not religious or anything, but like abundance and everything, the universe, whatever you want from it, it's yours, you know if you want to pray for it, if you want to meditate on it, just realize that it's already whatever you need, whatever you desire, your name's on it. It's right, it's within your reach. It might take a lot of work to get there, but everything is within your reach, everything you want. Um just be true, man, be honest with yourself, what you're good at. You know what you're good at. So just fucking master your craft. Find your master key, and just